on Tel Aviv now.
I need to hear a hard yes before I say your name out in public. But listen, first of all, if you're a guest, it takes courage to come to something that you weren't expecting and then be open to receive it, how it can fit and add value to your life, and then to say, yes, I'm in, I'm ready, let's go. So I have a lot of respect, because if you look around the room, the majority of people in this room went through the same process. We were excited and nervous and uncertain, but we made a decision to take the leap. And I promise you, if you ask any of us, was it worth it? Everyone will tell you yes. See, I don't know what the vehicles are like in Israel financially. In the States, there's no 2 to 5 year program that can get you completely financially free. Whenever I present, I ask this question: name me one profession in the world where I can start you from scratch, and in 2 to 5 years, I will have you completely financially free and a minimum multiple 6-figure income. You tell me one profession where you can do that from start to finish. You can't do it if you're a doctor. You can't do it if you're a lawyer. You can't do it if you're an actor. You can't do it if you're in music. Well, maybe you can do it if you're in music, if you get discovered. You can hit the lottery. Somebody can hear you singing on the corner and you get a record contract. But that doesn't happen for most people. Too loud. So, when you look at the practicality of it, and I'm not giving discredit to any other profession. If you have something that you love doing and you can make money doing it, that is, in my opinion, honorable. It's great. A young lady was saying, I'm a teacher, and teachers make nothing. Where is she? I don't know. She may have left already. She's like, teachers make nothing, but she loves to teach. So, for 361 US dollars, to me, it's just, there's nothing really to consider. I went to college. Anybody spend money going to college? Anybody spend money getting training in anything? Anything. Yeah. You spend money on it. I guarantee you spent more than $361. Oh, yeah. See, here's what I knew. When I saw this idea, I knew I could spend $361 and I wouldn't have to spend another dime before I made my money back. I'm not saying you don't have to go to training. You do. And trainings cost money in our company. Here was my thinking though. I spend $361, all I have to do is get 6 to make a profit. I knew that I could find 6 people. Because see, you pull out this thing here, and you look at all the contacts. And then I started thinking about who I went to school with, who I grew up with. And then I started thinking about my family, and my neighbors, and the people that I worked with. And then I started thinking about the people that I see on the streets every day. And I said, even the people on the street that I drive by, I can find 6 that want to take a vacation and pay less. So what did I do? I got 6. And I did it in about a week. I was in the Prophet. And I found out I have to go to training if I want to learn how to do it. But my thought was, well, if I found 6, maybe I could do that again. And that'll help me pay for my training. See, when I went to school, they didn't say, well, Ed, you want to be a good student. If you're a really good student, the more A's you get, the more we'll pay for your education. I wasn't on that plan. When I went to Yale, I was in graduate school at Yale. They didn't say to me, the more you work, the harder you work at this, and I worked really hard, really hard for 3 years nonstop. I didn't graduate from Yale and they said, hey, you can pay off your tuition with all your hard work. I had a bill. I had debt, student loan debt. Whereas here, because I was willing to work hard, I was able to pay for my education along the way and make more money on top of that. You tell me what other model, what other business model or vehicle that you have access to, you, personally you, where you can do that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying I've never had someone point out to me what it is when I ask the question. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was just Ed on his soapbox. Now I'm coming off the soapbox and we're going to do a 5-minute fast start training.